Hello everybody, and how are you today? This is Sue McCurdy from Susie Q Designs coming to you live from my scrapbook room. So how is everybody doing today? I am doing well. I've had a busy day already. I had to drive my daughter to school because she missed the bus. And then I went and got a coffee and I went to Shoppers, got the rest of my stocking stuffers for Christmas and some pop and stuff like that, snacks. And then I went to the grocery store and got a bunch of meat that was on sale. So there was bacon on sale today, so I got a bunch of that. I'm gonna need that for Christmas morning breakfast. And some turkey breasts, I got a couple of those for Christmas dinner. And yeah, I'm starting to feel like, I gotta get things done. I've still got a few things to wrap, not too many, just a couple of stocking stuffers and maybe a couple more gifts, maybe 2 more. So I've already had a coffee, drinking my water right now, and I'm coming on live to do one more alternate for the December paper pumpkin. And you can use whatever designer series paper you like, and then coordinating cardstocks with it. So what I'm using today is coming from the paper pumpkin. So this is about my 3rd or 4th alternate. So it's probably going to be my last one because I'm starting to run out of supplies for it. And then I think I'll finish the kit and then I'll be done with it. And then I will be ready for next month's kit. I will be doing the January kit as well. I did order it, so excited for it. I've had a lot of fun with this kit. Made a lot of cards already. I've got about 8 or 9 made just out of the one kit, and then I've still got a few more materials. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me today. Please say hello when you come on and let me know where you're watching me from, especially if you're watching the replay on YouTube. Say hello and click the like button and the subscribe button. That would be much appreciated. And please share my video with any crafty friends or scrapbookers or card makers. That's how I reach new crafty friends and customers. So I'm just going to turn down the camera and then we'll get started. Thank you so much for joining me. Now that button is in such an awkward place. There we go. Sorry about that. I just had to move the camera. When I go live, the button to reverse the camera switches right to where I need to hold it in my camera holder, so it's a little bit awkward. Okay, so I'm just going to try to center this so I have everything in the view here for you. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And I'm gonna refresh my feed on the computer so I can see if anybody comes on and comments. So thank you for joining me today. What a nice day it is outside. So I'm in southwestern Ontario, Canada, and there's no snow on the ground here where I am right now. So it was easy driving today. It wasn't slippery or anything like that, so that's good. All right, I'm gonna try to get that on there. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's get started. Today we're going to do an easy pop-up display card. I was watching a video of Jennifer McGuire's, and this is how I got the idea for the base for this. And then she did something totally different on the card, but I really like the base, and I don't know if I've made this one yet. So what it's going to look like is this. It's going to fit into a regular A2 size envelope, or if you got the kit, it will fit right into this beautiful envelope, and it will stand up. So I'm just going to show you how I made that. I'm going to bring in my my cutter, which I use for scoring as well. Okay, so for the base, this is cut at 5.5 by 9, and you're going to score it at 2 inches from each end. So I just remove my cutting blade, and then I'm going to go 2 inches in on both sides and score. So I did a score line here, and then I'm going to go 3 1/4 inches in and do my second score line here. Okay, and then I'm going to turn the whole thing over and do the exact same thing on the other side. So go to 2 inches and score it, and then go to 3 1/4 and score it again. Sorry, I knocked my camera there. 3 1/4, score it again, and then your card base is ready to go. So I'm going to move the cutter out of the way, and then when you have it, it'll just be nice and flat like that. So you're going to fold both of the ends in and then just give it a nice crease, and then on the other folds you're going to accordion it like that. So then your card base will look like that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I already glued these down, because I was going to make 2 of them, but I don't have enough materials to make this card again, so I think I'm just going to do the one. So these 2 pieces here are 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, so you'll need 2 of them, and I'm going to show you how I stamped it. So I'm just going to move that up out of the way. Now when I did it, I got a piece of just some extra printer paper or some scrap paper. I used to be a teacher, so I'm just using an old story map that I had for teaching writing. So I'm retired from teaching, so as I'm going through all of my resources and stuff, I'm just keeping a lot of the extra copies of paper that I had for stamping off and practicing with my stamps and stuff. Okay, so what I did here is I did 4 on each. So I started close to the inside on this one and close to the inside on that one, so that they were opposites, and then I just did 4. Now you can do your design however you like, it's your card, but that's kind of what I was going for here. So I stamped off, so that is why I have this paper here. So just a scrap paper to stamp off on. So I just stamped off, and then I did one there. Oh, I forgot to bring in my my stamp pad, so I'm just gonna do that. So see how that didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it. I'm gonna turn it over. It always turns out better if I use my stamp pad for me. It's a bit easier. So I ink it up, stamp off, and then I stamp on here. And then I ink it up, stamp off, stamp on here, ink it up, stamp off, stamp on here. And I'm going to do one more at the bottom. And there we go. Okay, so you can fill that more if you like, or add another stamp. So the stamp set that I'm using is from the December Paper Pumpkin, and there are little ones that I haven't used yet and the 2 big ones, so I'm going to be using the 2 bigger ones. So I'm going to use that one as well, but not right now. Just going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to put that away, so I'm happy with that. And then I would just glue that right here and the other one right here. So just remember, if you want to do yours like mine, when I stamped the other piece, I started on this side and then I went like that. I don't know, I'm all about symmetry. So mine ended up going like that, and then I just glued them on. Okay, so I'm just going to move that out of the way. Okay, so now I used a card front from the Paper Pumpkin. So how I came up with these measurements is this was all one piece. and I needed a 2.5 by 5 1/4 piece to go in the middle, and then this piece was beside it, so I had this much left. Okay, so I just cut it in half, so that's how I came up with 7/8 by 5 1/4, so those two pieces. Okay, so then I'm gonna put the one that coordinates with this one on this side, and then I'm going to put the other one in the middle and this one here. So I'm going to glue those down. Just going to get all this out of the way and do that. So how is everybody doing today? What are you all doing? Are you getting ready for Christmas? Are you feeling the crunch time? I'm starting to feel it. So after I do this, I've got to clean my house and finish my wrapping, get everything ready. So all of these are the same height, so I'm just going to try to center them in and then glue them down. Now this one, I know it's a bit skinnier than what I would have done it if I didn't just have the one card base. You could do it a little bit wider to fill that space, or you could just leave it blank because you're not really going to see it. Okay. Going to be kind of hidden, but since I had this piece, I thought, yep, cut it in half, use the piece, because what am I going to use it for anyways? It's going to be kind of a skinny piece to use as a focal point on a card, so I'm going to use it there. And the other one over here. So there we go. Okay, and now the front one is going to go right here to cover that whole space. Okay, so I'm just making sure that I line up the tops of these so that they're about the same. Slide that into position there. Okay, so now I have my card fronts all done. Now for the back, since this is a stand-up like pop-up card, I wanted to put a piece on the back. Okay, so this 3 1/8 by 4 1/8 piece, you can do it whatever size you want. This is just kind of the size of the piece that I had left over in my scraps. So I'm going to stamp this next, and then I'm going to put it here so that you can use it for a sentiment piece. Okay, so what I decided to do for the stamp is kind of do the same idea that I did yesterday, where I'm going to stamp the flower part in Balmy Blue, and then use my brush tip of my Stampin' Write marker in olive green. Okay, so I'm going to do that again. So when I get my stamp, I'm just going to open it up and just ink up the flower part. So I'm just going to put it on the edge over here, and then Old Olive is a coordinating color with the paper that I'm using, so I'm going to use Old Olive here just to mark up my stem and my leaves, and then I'm ready to stamp it. So I'll just stamp it here, give that a nice press, hold it for 3, perfect, that looks really good, and then I'm ready to adhere that onto the back. All right, so I like this card, it's so cute, see? So it'll stand like that, and then you can write your sentiment there. So I'm only going to put glue on the left-hand side, and the right-hand side is where I will have room for a sentiment. So I'll just glue it like that. And then decide where I want it to go. Probably center it would be good. Okay, and then press that down. Okay, so the back of it's going to look like that when it's standing, and then the front of it will look like this. So now to embellish the front, I've got a lot of pieces left over from my paper pumpkin kit. So I've got that, a couple of different flowers. I've got one, well, I guess these are dandelions. I've got a gold dandelion and then two really big dandelions. So I could use these at the sides. I could even put it in the middle, or I could use the smaller ones. And then I have my sentiment I'm gonna go with is this one. So I think what I'll do is pop that up. I could even put that over the top and do that. I think I might do that. So what do you think? Do you like the little flowers on the side or the big ones? Are these too big? I like them both. I'm kind of undecided. Although I think I'm going to use the little ones. So I think I'll put one there and one there. And these are actually two different sizes. So I'm just going to glue those down. And I'm going to glue them kind of in between where the blue flowers are. So put a bit of glue on there. And I think I'm going to put that one there. And then I think I'll put this one a bit lower. I don't think I'm going to use the gold one. Save that for another card. So I will have enough supplies to do another card. So I'll still have like probably about 10 cards at least from this kit. Actually, I still have a few more card bases too, but I'm running out of these dies, the die cuts here. And then I'll put this one down here, kind of in between those. And I made a big gluey mess there. I'm just gonna wipe that off. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm gonna decide where to put my sentiment. I think I'm gonna put that on there, but I'm gonna pop this up. So I'm gonna glue this onto here. Oh, you like the bigger flowers, Gay? Yeah, I could have done that. I think maybe I will do another one. I will do another one, and you know what? Because I have a whole bunch of these bases, so I'll do another one, and I'll put the big ones on, and then we'll be able to compare. Yeah, actually, I do. I even have another one of these. But look at this kit came with so many card bases. I could still make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cards with those. I've already got like 8 done, I think, so that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there, and I'm gonna glue this on here first, and then I'll pop it up. So I'll try to do it so that it is not covering the sentiment. So maybe like that. I kind of like it like that. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on here. And then hopefully where I put it, it'll be covered up with the sentiment, or with the die cut, I mean. Okay, so that looks good. And then I'm gonna bring in my dimensionals and pop that up. Just gonna turn it over, get a few dimensionals on there. So what are you doing today? Okay, are you busy? Out and about doing stuff? It's only a few days left until Christmas. Very exciting. All right, so I'm just gonna bring in my take your pick tool and get the backing of all the paper off there. And get rid of that. And then I could put this one right on the centerpiece. So I think I'm going to close it up so that I can see what it looks like on the front. Okay, so it's going to look like that. And then I can put some embellishments on as well. So this one did come with blue embellishments. Not sure where those ended up right now, but I'm gonna use these glittery ones again. So these are in the mini catalog, the current mini catalog that expires at the end of this month. And it coordinates with the Berry Christmas Suite. So they're adhesive-backed glitter sequins. All right, so let's put a few of those on. I used the blue ones on my last card. I could use the green or the white today. So, I don't know. Do you think the green looks good? Yeah, let's go with the green. I think I'll go with the green because there's a lot of space down here actually for some gems. So I'll use a big one and a little one, and then maybe put a few little ones up here. Yes, so that looks fabulous. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I got 5 gems on there. Those are the green. And there is my card. So I'll show you how it stands up. So really nice. And then the back has the sentiment piece with the nice stamped flower. So you have enough room to write a message there. What a nice card. I really like it. All right. So thank you for joining me today. If you make the card, please post it in the feed so I can see how they turned out. I'll make the other one with the bigger flowers so that I can show you how it looks, because it might look better. It might even look better if you do more stamping, more flowers. I could have brought in one of these other little stamps too. Sorry, I keep banging that thing. I could bring in, you know, these little ones. Maybe I'll try that on my next card. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.